Hey, it's me, and today we are making a patriotic layer cake. I am very well aware of the fact that I am about 2 weeks late on doing anything 4th of July related, but life has been very busy lately. I have a lot of new things coming up in the next couple of weeks, so I am trying to do life things while balancing my creativity side, which is YouTube. I'm a little late to the party, but I'm here. What better thing to do than to bake a cake that I can eat? I got this recipe off of another website, so as usual, I will put the link in the description in case you would like to recreate this. I'm very excited to do it, so let's go ahead and jump right in. This cake is a little bit more complex than what I have done previously, cake-wise. This is 3 layers. I'm gonna be trying some new things with layering a cake and trying to make the colors look good and even and all that fun stuff. So we're gonna be balancing some new things this time. So what you're gonna need for this recipe are 2 white cake mixes, egg whites, vegetable oil, water, red and blue food coloring, softened unsalted butter, powdered sugar, and some garnishes. And I chose red, blue, and silver sprinkles, as well as some maraschino cherries as per this recipe, but you can also change the fruit up if you would like to. So you're gonna need a mixing bowl. You're gonna combine the cake mixes, egg whites, oil, and water with an electric mixer, and we're gonna mix this until the batter is smooth. I'm trying to pour these pretty. There is no pouring these pretty, is there? I sure can't do it. I'm gonna set this aside to do my egg whites. I really don't like doing the egg white thing, but it says it is necessary to make the cake bright white. So I'm gonna have to handle some eggs. And I'm okay with handling it, I just don't like it. It just feels so nasty to me. Oh. I needed another bowl. I need another bowl. I need another bowl. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. That's getting everywhere. I'm gonna sit that in there. Yes. Now I've got yolk all over me. Whoa. For any of you wondering what I'm gonna do with these egg yolks, I'm gonna make a little scrambled egg for my dog, because he does like the scrambled eggs. Well, I dropped that one, but I saved it. Well, looky there, I got better at it as I went. Awesome. I'm gonna set these aside and go ahead and add my egg whites to the mixture. 3/4 times 2 cup of water, 1 cup of vegetable oil in the thingy. So now it wants us to mix this with an electric mixer. So I've got this lovely little thing that I will use. So we're gonna mix this until the batter is smooth. Now hopefully I don't make a mess, because that's a lot. All right, so here's what we're gonna do now. We have to divide this evenly between 3 bowls. One is gonna be tinted red, the other blue, and the other will stay white. So I've got 3 very differently sized bowls, but hopefully we'll get a rough estimation of what is even and what is not. So I'm just gonna try. I can always adjust where necessary. Ooh, that's a pretty cake batter. So these are hopefully roughly the same size. I have no way of knowing except I tried to just pour for the same amount of time, and I don't know. We're gonna see how it goes. So I'm gonna let this one be the white one. The others are gonna be blue and red. So I have some gel food coloring. In the recipe, it calls for gel just because it creates more vibrant colors, but food coloring is food coloring in my opinion. I don't know how much to put in here, so I'm just gonna trial and error it and try and give you an estimate as to how much I ended up using. This is 4 drops and it's already super pretty. I don't usually do a lot with food coloring for no good reason, so it's kind of nice. So this is a little light, so I'm gonna add 2 more. So that's not much darker. I'm still gonna add a couple more and see. So this is now 8 drops. I think that may just be my color, and I'm okay with that. So for the blue one, I did 8 drops. And again, for the red, I'm gonna start out with 4. And see if that gets me a nice color. And if it does, I'll probably just stop there. Oh wow, that's really pretty. Okay, that's more of a pink. So I'm definitely gonna add 4 more. I'm gonna add 4 more. Okay, I can live with that. So for the red one, I did 12 drops of food coloring. You're gonna need 3 8-inch pans, 1 for each layer. And while I'm doing this, I'm gonna go ahead and preheat my oven because I didn't do that because I didn't know how long the preparation was gonna take. So while that's preheating, I'm gonna be able to fix these. I'll clean that in a moment. I'm going to clean off these edges because I did make a little mess on my little tabs. Alright, now we're preheated to 350. We're going to put these in there for about 26 minutes or so. So let's go ahead and do that. Now we're gonna make the frosting. We only have a few more minutes before those cakes are done cooking. So we are gonna start making the frosting. What you're gonna need is just powdered sugar and butter. A lot of it. So my camera stopped because it got too hot. So here is what the buttercream frosting looks like. I got a pretty good consistency, okay? Very sweet. And now I got the cakes out as well and had to invert them onto the cooling racks after cooling in those for about 5 minutes. So they are inverted. The only thing I don't love is that the crust of the blue came out looking like that. But you can see a little piece of it came out, which that looks like a big old hunk. Oh, it broke a little bit. That's okay. It's pretty on the inside, so we're gonna let these cool for a really long time. So I will see you all in a long time after that happens. Hello, it has been like an hour and a half or so, and I'm back with 3 cool cakes. And this is gonna be my serving thing. So we're gonna layer them, starting with the red, white middle, blue on top. Here we go. I don't know the proper way to do this, and my hands are clean, so I'm gonna do this. Red layer on the cake plate. We're gonna put it right in the middle. We're gonna get our buttercream. We're gonna put a little bit of it in the middle and spread it out evenly over the top of this one. I'm really gonna try and do good with this. Hey bud, you come back. Come back to play. Well, you can't have none of this. Ain't got nothing good for you. That's as even as that probably is gonna get. Now we're gonna follow it up with the white. Honestly, it looks kind of brown on the side. I don't know how this is gonna work out pretty wise, but it's okay. It's all right. That's 2 layers. My blue cake broke a little bit, so yeah, it broke a little. Oh gosh, I don't know how this is gonna work out, y'all. This is really, right now to me, it looks like a hot mess. I could be on one of those failed baking shows with this one. It's getting better. I know y'all can't see what I'm doing back here, but I'm really trying to do good work right here. Okay, this is what I'm working with right now. I am gonna work on this off camera because I'm sure you don't want to watch this, and then I'll come back to you in a little bit. All right, everybody, so it's been a while. Chancey's here and he's joined me in the kitchen. I don't know if you can see him. So he's down here because he's a good boy and he likes to be in the kitchen with his sissy, don't you, John? You like being with your sissy? Don't you? Yes. We got through it. We got the frosting done. And it smells delightful. I ended up having to get a little bit of help from my dad. He kind of helped me smooth it out, make it look presentable. And now we're gonna decorate it. So to decorate, I have maraschino cherries and 3 different colors of sprinkles. I have red, blue, and silver. I couldn't find white, but I'm sure on a white cake, you probably wouldn't just want white sprinkles anyway. But I wanted something other than just red and blue. This is gonna be fun. I'm just gonna enjoy myself with this part since the icing part was so difficult. I don't even know if I like maraschino cherries, but I'm gonna put them on here for decoration and try them anyway. So I'm gonna make this pretty. I'm really not 100% sure how I'm gonna do it. So I'm just gonna try and do something with it. Yeah, that's not gonna go anywhere where I want it to. I'm gonna try and make something like a makeshift form of a flag, since this is patriotic. I don't know, y'all. I'm not that artsy with this right here. That looks a little funny. The point is that this tastes good, right? Okay, yeah, the silver is exactly what I needed. It just makes them a little bit shimmery in the areas that don't have sparkles already on them. And then with my cherries, I think I'm going to put them around. Nice. Ooh, they smell really good. It's so pretty. That's so pretty. There, a cake. That looks really pretty. And I think that's where I'm gonna leave it. So here's the finished product. This is my Patriotic layer cake with buttercream frosting and maraschino cherries on top for kind of a pretty little finish. I overall really enjoyed this recipe. I think using cake mixes really helps kind of eliminate some of the difficult areas of baking such a large cake, height-wise, of course. Where I struggled was just with adding the buttercream into the layers, but overall I really think this was a fun challenge for me. I don't do a lot of complex baking recipes. That's just never been something that I do, but I had fun doing it. And I feel like if I practiced and I did this more often, I would get better. The designs on top, I just tried to make some blue and then some stripes to kind of show that it's patriotic. I need to work on my decorating skills with glitter because it kind of struggled. But if you don't look at it too closely and you're not super critical about it, I think it looks pretty good. But I cannot wait to cut into this and get a slice of it and see how it looks all together. I know the buttercream frosting is super good, and I think that it's all gonna mesh together really well, and it's just gonna be this huge, tall slice of cake that tastes fantastic. So I am really excited to eat this. Would I recommend this recipe? Absolutely. It gave me all that I needed. I was a little worried that I didn't have measurements at first, and for the most part, I didn't use the measurements. I ended up scrolling all the way down, and it has the recipe formatted in a different way, which is supposed to be read while you're baking. I didn't have measurements for a while, but thankfully with the cake mixes, I had measurements. So I saved myself once I got to the buttercream. I hope you all enjoyed watching this. I know I had a great time doing this, and hopefully this gives you some inspiration for some things that you might want to make for your next patriotic get-together. And with that, I will see you all next week.